One thing I'll never understand is people who say school is useless. They don't teach you anything. Oh, like this math, this English, this whatever. It's not useful in life. It's not, I'm never going to use that again. But school actually teaches you a great deal of things. Like, think about when you have to give a presentation. You go in front of people and you talk in front of them. A lot of people get scared. They have to speak coherently. That's a skill you learn and develop, right? There's a whole bunch of people in school. You learn to socialize with people. You learn to lead people. You learn to influence people. That's a high level skill. Things like math, physics teach you how to think. They teach you how to break down problems into its fundamental layer and then reconstruct up from there. It teaches you how to actually like think better. It teaches you different styles of learning, right? You can't, the way you learn math and break things down, that thinking style doesn't work when you're trying to understand the deeper meaning of like a poetry in English. So it teaches you how to think differently. You're constantly around people, being attuned to how they feel, how they behave. It teaches you some level of emotional intelligence. Maybe you got like an 89 and the semester is almost over and that's a B plus and you want the A, and you sit there, you got to figure out, okay, like write a really good note for the teacher, the professor, thanking them, telling them how great their class was, how much you learned, maybe get them their favorite coffee and just leave that there, and suddenly your grade gets bumped up. It's a whole bunch of different skill sets you need in life: leadership, influence, emotional intelligence, communication skills, overcoming your fears, and so on. You take all of those skills and you can learn them in school, and you don't even go to college or you don't even go to work, and you will be successful, right? Or even if you do end up going to college and then enhancing these skills or go to work, you will succeed really well. And you'll be much better off than the person who doesn't learn any of these things, but they're sitting there like a fucking robot learning the math equations and studying and learning all that shit. And then they get a good job, maybe, if they have the communication skills to pass the interviews and so on, but they won't get the fastest promotions. You will. They just don't have the other internal skills necessary to succeed. So if you're in school watching this, don't just focus on learning the subjects, focus on learning the life skills, the internal skill sets that you need to succeed in life. Because a lot of these people that dropped out of college, dropped out of high school, got rich and made it, they maybe they didn't get the little subject answers and everything, but different types of life skills that they needed to succeed, they got that. And then they dropped out and they decided to go all in on what they needed to. And that's how they succeeded.